I guess y'all can hear me. I had to double check. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Okay. Yeah, I know y'all don't want me to start singing. It'll happen. One day there will be a cool intro, I swear. Not today. What's up, Jess? How you doing? This live stream is all CB420's fault. Let me turn this shit down a little bit. This is all CB420's fault, and I don't see her ass nowhere. I'm gonna get into it, Just give me a minute. I'm gonna wait till the part where I can start cussing. What I say? 2 minutes? Ain't that what they say? 2 minutes before you can start cussing? Hello, Katie. Just, hey, man, be careful what you ask for. You don't want to get me singing up in here. Lord, nobody will come back ever again. That'll be it. It'll be over. My career ended. I was looking for a thumbnail because I suck at making thumbnails. It just is what it is. So it's my first time ever using Chat GPT. I don't know nothing about that either because, you know, your girl is technologically underdeveloped. But I typed this. Listen, the thumbnail, it is what it is. That's as good as it's going to get. Okay. I don't know how I feel about Chat GPT. Maybe it's me. That was rude. Maybe it's me, but yeah, I got a special little bird living in my tree, and Chat GPT wasn't giving me what I wanted. I know there's this other AI app that I was using to try to make thumbnails. I sucked at that one too. And then Canva, I suck at that too. Your girl just, you know, appreciate what what I can make Chat GPT. You see it. All right. It's 2 minutes before I can start cussing. I know you know. Before this will smoke. It's been 3 minutes. I think that's long enough. Because I can't talk for very long without cussing. Just a troll? Probably. You right. You right. That's correct. I am putting this thing out. Do y'all smoke joints anymore? Anybody use papers? Or y'all still like blunts and pipes and shit? I think I'm the only one on the planet left that still rolls joints. But I'll tell you what, the past year or so, all these companies, what Joker, Easy Wider, any of them, something maybe it's me, but something about them just isn't burning right. Like it just doesn't burn right anymore. I don't remember. Anyway, my shit ain't right. Oh, 2 minutes. All right. How the fuck y'all doing? Ha. Let me tell you the whole purpose of this little live stream, aside from just trying to get some watch minutes, because I ain't got none, and I need some. You know, I'm already struggling on the subscriber tip. But, you know, I might as well get some watch minutes. So when I do get subs, maybe a bitch could make $3. Oh, so I was in somebody's live stream earlier in the chat, and I was telling them about a special bird that I got living in my tree in the backyard. And CB420's ass had hella questions, so I wanted to answer them. But she don't got to be here for me to talk about it. I can talk about it, and then she can watch the replay. And hopefully all her questions will be answered. So, really quickly, I live in the hood. Hello. Yeah. So my backyard is very small. Very, very small. And the lot behind my house, there used to be a house on that lot, but it got torn down years ago. So it's just an empty, green, grassy lot. To separate the two is a chain link fence. So there's no visual. We can see each other's yard. I can see their lot. They can see my yard because it's a chain link fence. Well, last year, this chick who's no stranger to the hood, she's been hooking for years in this hood. I believe she's a Methiana. I just call her a cracky because I'm not sure what her drug of choice is, but whichever one it is, has got her hooking on the streets. So she's not new. But last year, she decided to move into the empty lot behind my house on the other side of the chain link fence, which I don't care. I really don't. It's none of my business. I don't give a shit what they do in that lot. It's not my lot. The problem is, every time I come out my back door, which is the door we use in my home, we don't use the front or the side. We use the back door for our own personal reasons, which ain't none of your fucking business. So every time I go out the door, it's like they're in my yard because my yard is so small and there's only a chain link fence to divide us. So basically, it's like she's in my yard just. And she's got friends. So slowly they started setting up shop over there in the empty lot. So now, and there are at least 1 to 2 tents. I'm not sure if she's got a guest staying there. I don't know. There's a little blue kiddie pool that they get there. They swim in it. I heard my son told me today they got a dining room table over there now. They have a water hose that's wrapped around the fire hydrant. I'm not sure how that works because I'm not sure if you can actually hook up a hose to a fire hydrant. I don't fucking know, but it's given. The bitch is hooking up a hose to a fire hydrant. She went and got a mailbox. She posted up a mailbox. I don't know what the address is on it. And also, my other son was driving by her shit one day and noticed that she even puts her garbage on the curb on Fridays. You with me so far, Jess? She set up shop over there. Like, totally set up shop over there. Now, on the other side of her lot is a community garden. So I'm sure she's plucking that shit dry also. Okay. So girls all set up over there. Like I said, I don't care. But I do have grandbabies that would like to play in my yard. It's impossible at this point, but back then I was hoping, you know. So I had my son put up a wooden fence, a 6-foot wooden fence right across the chain link. So I can't see them. They can't see me. I don't give a fuck what they're doing over there. I just don't. Just stay on your side of the fence. I don't care. Now, with me so far? All right. Another reason, not an ad in the middle of my, how dare you? Another reason for putting up that wooden fence was also to deter punk motherfuckers from hopping my fence. There used to be a slew, just all hours of the day and night, people coming through my yard so they can hop my back fence. Because if you hop my back fence, you know, you're on a whole nother street. And so they hit these alleys, they'll hop my back fence, hit another alley, and they didn't skip 4 streets, right? Now that the wooden fence is up, you know, I've noticed there's a lot less. They still come in my backyard. That's for, you know, in a minute, I'll talk about that. But the wooden fence has stopped a lot of people because they know they can't hop that fence. So they have to find another, you know, way to get to that next alley. What's up, Grit? How you doing? Oh, I'm about to tell you what breed of bird it is. Just give me a second. So the fence helped also, you know, stop the people from. It was a lot of kids and also the crackies, you know, from hopping my fence, and it did. It did for a while, you know. They still come back here in my yard though to do other things. A lot of prostitution and like a motherfucker want to get high right quick behind my shed. But it definitely, the fence definitely cut it down a bit, right? Then over the winter, like a bear, like a crackhead bear, the bitch went into hibernation somewhere. I don't know where, but everything disappeared. Um, Now, mind you, I've gone full blown Karen on this hoe. You know, I'm not that kind of person. In my life, 54 years, I think I've called the police twice. Once was for a neighbor, and once was because there was a car on fire in front of my fucking house. Like, I don't fuck with the law. But so I've gone full blown Karen on this broad. I've called everybody you could possibly think of. Don't even suggest shit in the chat because I've already called. And here's the answer. Nobody gives a fuck. You understand? Nobody gives a fuck. So, you know, the bitch is there to stay apparently. But over the winter, she hibernated like a crackhead bear and she disappeared. And I thought the problem was over. I thought she moved on, right? I was very excited. I'm like, oh, she gone. Her tents are gone. Everything gone. Sweet. Now, in the springtime, like a goddamn, oh, the bitch is back. So she showed back up and expanded. Like I told you, she got more tents. She got a swimming pool, mailbox, taking her trash out on the weekend, on Friday. Well, what's up, Vibrant? How you doing? Grit said some booby traps. Okay, well, Grit, pin this. So my son put up the wooden fence so I don't have to see them. They don't have to see me. Well, on their side of the wooden fence, there is this big ass tree. And I mean, it is huge. So the base of the tree ends right about around where my 6-foot fence starts at the top. And then the branches start branching off, right? So, right, if you were to stand in my backyard and look over my wooden fence, that's right about where the stump, well, not the stump, the base stops and the branches start to branch out. Are you ready for this? All right. I think you are. The bitch is living in the tree now. The bitch got a piece of wood from somewhere, I don't fucking know where. She laid it down up there in the branches and she sleeps on it like a goddamn tree house. She stole some fucking steps from a playground somewhere, some little play set, little plastic steps to go up the slide or some shit. Pushed it right up against the tree. Now the bitch has got steps to go live up. Again, I don't care. Unfortunately, she's basically in my yard. She speaks to people that come in and out of my house as if she's part of the yard. Now, this cracky bird also has a distinctive bird call because of, I guess, her years of blowing dudes and smoking meth has fucked her voice box up. So when you open my back door and you're just leaving, like you're a normal fucking person going to get in your car, you'll hear coming from a fucking crack bird in the goddamn tree hovering over my 6-foot fucking fence. I have no idea. We have no clue what this bitch is saying. This is the goddamn bird that I'm talking about, Just. What breed is it, Just? What breed? A bird. Would you call that, Just? I call it a crack bird. I call her a crackie. It's a crack bird. It has become to the point where I want to get a BB gun. Like you ain't never seen a movie where they're tired of like a mockingbird, won't shut up. I know I can't shoot her with a BB gun, but I really want to. She won't go away. She has no respect. I'm hoping that she'll hibernate like a hibernating cracky bear in the winter again this winter. I don't know. It seems like she's bringing more and more things up into her crackhead treehouse that hovers into my fucking yard. And you can't feed them. You can't. They won't go away. If you feed them, they'll never go away. I can't set up no kind of bird feeder or no water. But no, I can water. What do they? I can't. Jesus fucking Christ. Just there in my city, the goddamn cracky birds, man. She's just up there, bro. Hey, Osun, how you doing? Vibrant, are you sure it's a bird, girl? I don't know where you live, but I'm in the hood, in the intercity. Jesus Christ. And this summer's been wild with the people in my backyard. Like I said, the fence stopped. The wooden fence that my son built, it stopped. He built it last year. It stopped a lot of traffic, but it hasn't stopped all the traffic. There's this woman, a little short, older woman, who set up shop I live off of a main street, but I can see the main street from where I'm at. She set up shop right on the sidewalk. She don't give a fuck. She set down a crate and her shopping cart and her belongings, and that's where the fuck she lives. You heard? She don't give a fuck right on the sidewalk, and the city don't give a fuck either. People, she said she's right by a bus stop. People see her. They know where they see her. She's on the main street. I catch her trying to turn tricks in my backyard twice. I caught her wobbling her fat ass back here trying to turn a trick. Bitch, there's a little white lady. I caught her twice with her tricks in my backyard on her way back here to handle her business. Before I moved here, the lady that lived here, she lived here for 50 years. She raised her entire family here. But across the street was a strip club. So I think at night, because also all her windows in the front are painted shut, but the ones on the side aren't. I think that her family, when they left her, because she was an old woman and she had her older husband in here too, I think that they were afraid of the activity from the strip club, so they painted her window shut. But I think that those hookers were using this backyard to smoke drugs and trick because it's right from the back door of the strip club. You just dip in my backyard. The strip club ain't there no more, but the activity still is my point. The activity still is. Jeez. Hey, Cynical, how you doing? Think you're cool with your tons of bushes, Vibrant? You're scared. Don't be scared of that bird. It comes out at night. Birds that yell at night. It's probably like a raven, maybe. Maybe you should stay your motherfucking ass in the house, Vibrant. Stay your ass in the house, Vibrant. Don't investigate. Shit. Yeah, the front windows are painted shut. They were painted shut when we first moved here. Because her windows, that was her bedroom, the older woman, and they're right in the front of the house. So I think that her family was probably afraid for her safety at night. There is a lot. CB420 was like, you should set up a camera or start taking pictures. And to be honest with you, I thought about that, but for a different reason, not to catch the crackies. I was gonna. I'm not gonna tell you all that because that ain't your business. But I still might do that, but not for the purpose of the crackies. But maybe now, I could get a little Kensington. Fucking, y'all ever seen those videos, live streams of people just filming what's going on in Kensington? I don't know. They got a hold of some sort of security camera on top of a pole, or they planted their own camera on top of a telephone pole right by that train station, and they just film it all day. You just watch a live stream of the Kensington. Bitch. Woo. And then I don't know what that's the cracky bird call, I suppose. I don't even know what she's saying. I know one day she was trying to say something to my son about our wooden fence. Like, my son, okay, on Labor Day, a couple of days before Labor Day, my shed, I have a wooden metal shed in the back, and it's real old and flimsy. But we heard it was like 10 o'clock at night. We heard it like rattling. It was like rocking, like hard rocking. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like, they're trying to steal the whole shed now because there's a scrapyard up the street. So these crackies, they hit these alleys and they'll steal the siding. They'll steal the siding off your shit. If you go on vacation, you'll come back with no siding. Anyway, the shed was rocking back and forth, 10 o'clock at night. My daughter goes out there to investigate. And I didn't want her to, but anyway, she's 28. She's a grown-ass woman. She opens the door, and all of a sudden, a little kid pops his head out, maybe 10. Little tiny, tiny kid. And there's someone also on top of the shed. And the whole shit's rocking back and forth. So there's at least 2 kids back there. He tells my daughter someone's chasing him with a gun. He said, there's a man chasing me with a gun. Holy shit. So my daughter's like, well, just keep going, run. So they hop the side fence. Now I'm in a position to where, do I believe this little kid or do I not believe this little kid? Chances are he's full of shit and he's running from somebody else and whatever, he came up with the story. Or there's somebody chasing a fucking baby in the streets with a gun. So I called the law. Yeah, I did. I did. What else was I supposed to fucking do? Sit here and feel terrible hunting the news to see if some sweet baby got shot in the street? No. I called the law. I don't know if they did anything about it. They never came here. Probably not. The next day, no, it was like 2 days later, it was Labor Day. My older son, how old is that boy? He's 35. He was here. on Labor Day. And I told him the story about the kids and whatnot. And so he went back there to look at the shed to see what they did to the shed. And was like, God damn. So, no, that was before Labor Day. Okay. So fast forward to the day before Labor Day. All of a sudden, it's the middle of the day, and my room is in the very back of the house. All you have to pass the whole fucking house to get to where I'm at. So I open my window blinds are open so I can look outside. My plants can get some sunlight. I see three people walk past my window. Bam, bam. You had to walk past my front door, my side door, all my fucking windows in order to get into my backyard. So two of my kids were here. They run outside, and it's one cracky dude with no teeth. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about, and two like teenage boys. And I'm screaming, "Get the fuck out of my yard! I'm gonna fuck around and shoot one of you mother!" Like I was saying all the shit. I could kind of hear him over my voice, and from what I understood, they were the older brother of the younger kids that were here a couple days before, and they were looking for a cell phone that the young boy may have dropped. How rude can you be to not knock on my fucking door and ask me, can you go in my yard to look for a cell phone? Like, what world do you live in where you could just walk in people's fucking yard unannounced and it's acceptable? Like, that was my point. So they left, whatever. My son came over and they found the fucking cell phone. It's an iPhone. And along with one of the babies slipped up out of his slides, up one slide, and a half bag of fucking flaming hot Cheetos. So my son finds the phone. It's cracked all the shit. It's completely destroyed. Plus, I don't have an iPhone charger. I'm a Team Android. But my son has an iPhone, and so he took the phone home with him to charge, and it's gone. It's destroyed. There's no way, and he could answer a call even if one was made. So whatever. My point is, fuck that phone. These people don't give a fuck. They just come to I had to get a big ass man eating dog or something, just to just be in the yard all day. Hey Angel, how you doing? I wasn't looking at if I look at the chat while I'm talking, I'll get distracted and won't finish my point. I had to finish my point. Point finished. Hey Angel girl, how you doing? Let's see what you're saying. Hey girl, don't bring Kensington into this. Hey girl. Hey now. Hey, huh? I'm telling you, I got a mini Kensington on the other side of the goddamn fence, Angel, is the point. And now the bitch is living in a tree that hangs over my fence, making cracky noises when we come outside, talking about something. We don't know what she's saying, but the bitch is hovering in my yard now. I got a crack bird. Okay. Osunyami, hey, Osunyami, hey, just, okay. All that makes both of it. Okay. Just chilling. It's great. Y'all talking to each other. And it doesn't sound off. Right. It's piss vibrant. Hey, well, vibrant. Listen, I know most birds go to sleep at night. Maybe we should do some research on what birds are still up at night making a bunch of noise. Besides the inner city crack bird, maybe we should do a search of what birds are up at night making noise. I know owls. I think it's a raven or a crow, maybe, but they're scary. Have you ever seen a raven? Girl, them birds are scary. Yeah, so I have a crack bird living in my tree. Hopefully, like I said, she'll hibernate like she did last winter and leave. But she might fortify her goddamn tree platform. It's not even a house; it's a piece of wood she sits on. Maybe she'll fortify that shit and build herself a fucking tree house. And now I just have this bitch hovering over my back fence until I move. Other than that, how y'all doing? Let me tell y'all something. I got me a 5-pound bucket. Yep, I'm gonna say it again. A 5-pound. Y'all know what a 5 pounds of bag of sugar. 5-pound bucket of air dried clay, molding clay. You heard me. So now my monsters went from being made from Play-Doh. Play-Doh, I say. Yes, I'm making monsters out of fucking Play-Doh, but I've upgraded to molding clay. And I bought myself a couple of little display cases to display my monster creation. So far, I have one, two, three. I have 4 fully made and in the case, and I'm actively making 3 more. Oh, and I also got me a 24 pack of acrylic paint. Your girl's going in on making monsters. And let me tell you something. This is something I just started about 6, 7 months ago, maybe. I just don't know why. I'm playing with my grand boy. We had all this paint and Play-Doh and things like that. But, he's in pre-K now. So, like, I don't have him anymore. But I still got Play-Doh. Oh, it just started from there, man. And it's something I enjoy doing. Y'all know I have neuropathy in my hands and legs, and feet. So I don't walk as well as I used to. And my hands don't do what they used to do. Like there's some things that are more difficult for me now than they used to be, like snapping or buttoning things, and definitely rolling fucking joints. But I do it anyway. So this keeps my hands active, and it's fun. I enjoy doing it. My grandbabies think they're cute. That's all that matters. Yeah, I've been making monsters like crazy. Maybe I'll make a little present for the ghetto bird, set it on the fence for Christmas. The little ghetto bird, clay. Where's my vape? Marina must be around. God damn it, I can never find. Here it is. Okay. Hey Toby, how you doing? It's fun, I enjoy it. I don't care what y'all think. Kinda. Not really though. It's fun. Maybe I'll one day when I fill up the case, I'll take a picture of the whole case. You know what I'm saying? And put it on my community wall. I don't know what else there could be done about the crack bird. I can't, shoot her out the fucking sky. The owner of the property don't give a shit. The law don't give a shit. The city don't give a shit. Building and housing don't give a shit because there's no building on the property. Code enforcement don't give a shit. I think that's all the people I contacted. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. Did y'all see that? I saw this yesterday, I think, on the news. Not my news, somebody's news. That somebody shot up a homeless encampment and killed like 8 or 9 homeless people. That's fucking wild. People are just out here wilding, man. I seen some recently. People are shooting up the police too, man. It's it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. What is this? Okay. Is that the name of this lady's channel? Let me look. I was over. Oh, it is. Okay. Okay, girl. That was cute. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking to myself. That copyright free music I was just watching, it was at the very end of the video. And all of a sudden, some young woman's profile picture popped up, like 3 or 4 different pictures, and it was her channel. I didn't peep that. All right, girl. Free non-copyright hip hop and R&B music. I don't, what do you got going on? Who are you? Leon Thomas. All right. We'll listen to you. We'll give you a listen. So what y'all got going on? Talk to me. Somebody say something. Anything good? I was just trying to get some watch time minutes. I see CB420's ass didn't show up. She was the whole reason why I did this live stream because she had questions about the crack bird. Now, her questions are going to have to go in the comment section after this video. Because your girl don't stay up here no longer than an hour. Oh, it's only been a half an hour? Lord, it's only been a half an hour. I swear it's been 3 hours. Oh. I've been over on the TikTok, y'all. I like TikTok a lot better than I do YouTube. I don't know, I just do. They definitely push your shit. I haven't really created any videos yet, which I'm going to actually. over there. Haven't yet. Just uploading movie clips and stuff. They definitely push your algorithm, your shit through a different algorithm. Like you, I even tested it with a joke. I made a joke on my community wall, and it got 4 likes and 2 comments. I don't know how many views, but it got 4 likes and 2 comments. I put the same joke on TikTok, and it got over 300 views really quickly. So they push you through a different algorithm over there. Yeah. Oh. Look at who? Look at here. Look at here. Schlep. If you come with me, I'll make the cookies. You can make the punch. I know you I know you know how to make the classic punch with the sherbet, Hawaiian punch, a little Sprite. You make up the punch. I'll make up the cookies, and we'll go over there together. Your bald headed ass. Well, one day I'm gonna fuck Schlep up. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know how this man terrorizes me all through the streets. He threatens my life on a daily basis. Look, you see right now, he just did it. You see that? Let me highlight that shit. Look at this. How do I do it? Damn it, I don't know how. Timeout, delete comment, star comment. Is it a star comment? How come this looks different than it used to? Let me try that again. Okay. Wait. I don't know. Share. Share? What the hell? All right, touch it. Show on stage. Which button do I push to start? I don't want to star his comment, do I? Somebody help me. Hey, Marisha, I didn't see you creeps up in here. Marisha, I was talking about a crack bird that I have living in a tree in my backyard. Girl, it's a thing. Let me see. I'll just push something to see what happens. I don't want to put you in a timeout. I don't want to delete your comment. I don't want to ban you. Show on stage. Aha. That's what it is. There it is. You see the threat, right? Everybody sees it. Just so y'all know. Every day on these streets, I have this big bald-headed motherfuck you threatening my life. Every day. Every day. I had to get the evidence. I'm gonna kick his ass. Angel, I'm gonna kick his ass. He thinks it's funny. Yeah, all right, Schlep. I don't know what it is about an L, but I just like put it in people's names. I noticed that I did it with my cat, my daughter's cat too. Like instead of calling him D Shep, I call him Schlep. And my daughter's cat, she didn't name it, and she just calls it Cat. But for me, he looks like a Biff, so I call him Biff. But every now and then, I call him Bliff. I don't know what it is about me adding L's into things. I don't know what that is. It's a thing. Schlep. Schlep, I talked all about the crack bird. I talked about the history of the crack bird. I gave you the origin story of how the bitch got there. The crack bird definitely hibernates in the winter. Well, we'll see if she hibernates this winter. She hibernated last winter. I did the crack call. The sound. That's the cracky call when you open my back door and she's hovering in the fucking tree. She sold her steps, some plastic steps from the playground. Now she got steps up to her tree, which hovers in my backyard. She's got a little wooden platform that she sits on that's hovering in my backyard. So I don't know if she's going to fortify her, tree house for winter, or she's going to hibernate. I know that the crackbird usually hibernates in the winter. I don't know. We'll see if this winter she does the same. She does have a pool, bro. She puts her trash on the curb on Fridays. She has a mailbox. You hear me? She went and found a mailbox. I don't know if she wrote anything on the side of it. There's a water hose wrapped around the fire hydrant. I don't know if you can hook one up to a fire hydrant, but it's sure given. Or she just puts it there like it's her yard, and she cleaned up her yard. And if you clean up your yard, you put your hose where your spigot is. You wrap it around that plastic thing. Well, maybe that's what the fuck she did. She wrapped it around the hydrant because that's where the hose goes. She got a little kiddie pool, couple of tents. And today, my son noticed a dining room table over there. Listen, why can't she just stay on ground level? Why does she have to have an upstairs? I don't understand why she needs an upstairs. Just stay on the ground level. That's why the fence got put up. So I don't got to look at you. Now you open my door. I swear to God, she might be there right now. If I open my door, you don't even got to look at her. You'll just hear what she's saying. Like I said, we don't fucking know. Oh, the crack bird, man. Jesus Christ. Schlep, I don't know if she's about to have a party or not, but in the summer, it's getting colder out now, but in the heat of the summer, it's like a park over there for crackies. Like there was this one dude, he was in a wheelchair and he stayed nodded out. He would just be in the wheelchair, nodded out. And he had a dog tied to his wheelchair. And so the dog was on the ground sleeping next to his wheelchair while he was just nodded out in the fucking wheelchair. Just nodded out. They be having she has a grill. Oh yeah, and they do bonfires too in the sun. Listen, like I said, I don't give a fuck. That's why I put the fence up. I wooden fence, so I ain't got to look at you. I don't care what you got going on over there. Just keep it over there. Now, I guess the crack bird must migrate up into the tree. Uh, 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 now, if I start paintballing this hole, I'm wrong, right? I'm going to jail. If I just get a paintball gun, hit her a couple, 2 or 3 times, I'm going to jail, right? That's fucked up. My grandbabies can't go back there with the crack bird talking to them and shit. The fuck? Syringes and shit in my shit. Use Kotex all in. Look, there's a lot of shit goes on in this goddamn yard. And I know y'all are like, you should move. You should move. I should move. You should hit the cash app so I can move. Like I don't have any money. I can't go anywhere. I have no money. Like I have no money. I guess I could build an 8-foot fence, but then the crack bird, she would just go higher, or actually live on a limb instead of in the base of the tree. To just move to a limb. Jesus Christ. That's okay. Schlep. All right. That's a good. That's a good. No. I'm gonna put that in my. I'm gonna write that one down, Schlep. I'm gonna write that one down. I have gone full Karen on this broad. Tapped into my inner Karen, and yeah, it didn't work. It did initially when I tapped into my inner Karen. I called the city and told them there's a bunch of people dumping garbage over there, and they came and threw all that shit away. They threw all her tents away, all her shit away. But it didn't take her but a week to come back. She came back. hmm My poor shed is all disheveled, which is empty. I don't keep shit in there. There's a couple of things in there, but not really. Since I found the bitch like 2 years ago living in my shed, there's another story for your ass. I had when I first came home from the hospital. Okay, I broke my leg terribly to where the point where they had to put metal in it. But when you do something like that, they kind of make you stay in the hospital a little longer to so you can learn how to walk and then give you physical therapy and all that shit. So I was in the hospital for like a month after that break. And when they sent me home because I wasn't able to walk on it for another, I think it was another like 2 or 3 weeks. I still had I was no weight bearing on it. They were able to give me a hospital bed at home. So I had a hospital, which helped, with the up and down, up and down. So I had the hospital bed here, but then when I was able to, walk again, I didn't want to still sleep in a fucking hospital bed. But I don't know how it works in your city, but in my city, because of the outbreak of fucking bed bugs, you have to wrap your mattress in plastic before you set it on the curb. And the mattress itself is plastic. It's a hospital bed. But I just kind of I got a new bed, so I took the hospital bed, all of it, the mattress and the all of it, and just put it in my shed. My son broke down a metal part, so it wasn't together. But I just put it in my shed, and to be honest with you, I kind of forgot about it. Whatever. So about a year later, um, this man was in my yard. My son hired a guy to come do some landscaping, so he was back there with his weed whacker whacking down weeds. And then the weed whacker stopped and he tapped on my door and he goes, some lady just hopped out of your shed. And I was like, what? And I remember like 2 weeks before that hearing a loud metal scraping in the middle of the night, but I didn't know what it was. What it was my metal doors on my shed opening. So that broad had been laying on that mattress in there. She set up a nightstand. She had a little tuna fish sandwich and some juice and shit up in there. She was living in my fucking shed, sleeping on my old mattress. Jesus fucking Christ. Started out as roommates, apparently, Schlep. Yeah. Yeah, Schlep. Apparently, it's not the same lady. It's a whole different lady. But yeah, I got a guest house out there, I guess. So now I just have the metal doors wide to fuck open. And so if they close them again, I'll know what that metal scraping is. You know what I mean? When I heard it the first time, I didn't put it together because it was like 2 a.m. But that's what I was hearing. But yeah, so now I just have the doors wide open. I completely emptied it out. There's nothing in there except for like a bag of soil and a dolly. Like there's nothing in there. Rakes and shovels and shit. So now if I hear that scraping again, I'll know what the fuck it was. It's a lot living in this house. I've lived in the hood my whole life, but this house where I'm situated, I didn't consider the surroundings. And yeah, it's right in the heart of the fuck shit. I am right in the heart of this neighborhood's fuck shit. There was another lady who just lives on the sidewalk. She don't care. She got her little crate that she sits on all day. It's a little fat lady. She sits on her crate all day. She wobbles. She back and forth when she walks. It's a waddle, back and forth, waddle, waddle. I caught her a couple of times trying to trick in my backyard, and she's like 40 years old. There's all kinds. There was a woman, like I said before, who had her period at the end of my driveway. She left all her shit behind. Bloody Kotex, bloody underwear, bloody shorts, Kotex that weren't used. It was just a whole puddle. Syringes, all kinds of shit, bro, going on around here. I need to get a big ass dog is what I need to get. I need to get a big ass dog. That'll shut down all that shit. It really would. It is, Schlep. It is. It's a fucking nightmare. Um, when I got this house, it's a fixer upper. It's mine, all mine, no mortgage. But one of the reasons why I got it was because there's this little backyard. It's not a lot, it's a little. And I have 3 grandbabies, so I figured we could clean it up back there. Get a little slide or some swings, a little maybe a fire pit or definitely a barbecue. The grandbabies to come back here and hang out. The answer is no. No. All that shit I just said, I will find crackheads in the middle of the night barbecuing, swinging on the swing, tricking under the slide. I can't do none of that shit. I will. That bitch will be living on the fucking swing set. Barbecuing hot dogs and shit. God damn it. Jesus Christ. I could never take my grandboy out there and play. Like in the winter, go build a snowman, have a little snow fight. I'm afraid what he might pick up in the snow. I don't know. Crack pipe, syringe, used tampon. There's no telling what he'll pick up. Can't have my grandbabies out there in that shit. So I just kind of gave up on the backyard. We thin the weeds out, mow the lawn a little bit. That's about it. And God forbid I plant a little garden out there, I won't be able to get to them tomatoes and cucumbers fast enough. It'll be the healthiest crackheads in the hood and getting a little salad and shit walking around. They never ate so good. That's what they do to that community garden. The healthiest crack bird ever. Watch as the cracky eats the iceberg lettuce that she has stolen from her neighbor's yard. But inside my house, it's quite nice. I have made did my shit die? God damn it. Every time I turn around. It did. Mother bitch. Inside, I got my bubble of joy. I painted my walls the color I wanted them to be. Yes. Inside, I created a nice bubble of joy. I got my all white corner. Yes, I said it. I made an all white corner. It's a couple of cinder blocks. I painted white, and I got all kinds of little trinkets that I painted all white. I got my white corner. I'm making my monsters. I mind my fucking business. But as soon as I open my blinds to get a little sunlight on my plants, what am I going to see today? What, like you said, Schlep, I have 2 windows in my room. If I open both these windows, it's like I'm watching fucking cable television. The answer is no. Exactly, Schlep. A goddamn community garden for the hood and shit. What's crazy is these actual community gardens, they like don't let nobody in. Like a dude will come swooping down on your ass if he sees you up in there. Like, what you doing now? What you doing now? Like, I am part of the community. They don't give a fuck. But them crackies, they go in the middle of the night when nobody's around. Pluck them cabbages dry. No cabbage. Jesus Christ. What is this song? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm gonna put that over there. You about to make you an all black corner now, Schlep? I have these little LED lights too. I'm gonna I need one more strip because it's not enough. I'm gonna put them behind. I don't want to put them like in each square or anything like that in the center block, but I'm gonna put them like behind it so it kind of illuminates the little things that I'm. There's like a little turtle. I painted him white. He's got a plant out his back. I left it green. They're fake plants, obviously. And then but some of the ones I painted the plants white, but some I left green. Little pots and things. And then I don't know if y'all remember a while back I showed that vase that my daughter gave me. It's shaped like a woman, and I did paint her blue jeans, but then I changed her outfit and made her an all white outfit because she's in the all white corner. Make you an all black corner. Booty shorts. Lord have mercy. All right. Right, Schlep. That's right. Ones that contribute. You're right. You're right. This one man on that same street, but it's down a little further. He has 2 community gardens that he oversees, I guess, or something. He acts like it's his own personal shit. Like he really will blow down on your ass all hours of the day and night. I think he's got cameras because he don't play about that community garden. He does not play. Okay. I never use this damn laptop. I have a couple of laptops that I never use at all. This one here is an older one. My daughter bought it when she was like 15, and she's 28. So this bitch still works. And you know what I use it for, Schlep? Do you know how to use this old laptop for? That I just had to die and I had to plug it back in? Oh, I'll tell you. The only thing I use this laptop for, seriously, that's terrible. But she's got a newer one that she gave me, honestly. I never use that one either. She gives me all her laptops. I don't fucking know why. But anyway, the one that we actually use for like illegal movies, which is pretty much all I use that one for. But this one, the only thing I use it for is to charge my vape. This is the only reason why I use this laptop, is to charge my vape. That's it. That's all. Got the little thing, plug it right on in, the little USB, boom, vape, charging. That's terrible, but that's the only reason why I use it. Oh, another ad. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Damn it. How do I lose things and I'm sitting right here and go anywhere? Oh, found it. Okay. Most community gardens. Yeah. I get it, Sue. Schlep. But I look at it this way. There are people that don't have green thumbs and they don't know nothing about planting things or they don't have time, you know what I'm saying, to go over there and start a garden. But still their kids or family might benefit from some tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? You got extra tomatoes over there. Is it really a problem that somebody comes and grabs a couple? That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. What'd you say? Porn? I said porn? Why'd I say porn? Pam? Pam? What? I can't see that word on my, because the heart is blocking it. God damn it. Oh, I put it on mute? Oh, I didn't. It just is a whack. Okay, we'll go somewhere else then. Fuck y'all. R&B vibes. Okay. Well, R&B vibes. Okay. Porn. Oh! No, Schlep. I do not. I never really got into that. I mean, I've seen my fair share over the years. I don't really. It's not my go-to. It's not my go-to. I do not, Schlep. That's your deal. That's why you ain't got no hair now. I got 8 minutes left till I pulled in this full hour. I told you all about the crackbird. I told you the sounds of the crackbird, the migration of the crackbird, the hibernation of the crackbird, the living quarters, the living environment of the crackbird. I think I covered it all. You might find one in a tree in your neighborhood. That's now you know what to look for. If you hear in the background, it may be a crackbird. It might just be a fucking crackbird in your tree. All right, Schlep, you take care. Maybe, you don't know. You might see one. They're out here. And they have no respect. Hold on, I'm doing something. I'm sorry, my fat fingers. Here she is. Okay. Boom. Standard. All right. Had to mod somebody up right quick. Well, crackbird, fence, bucket periods on my driveway, kids with the cell phone, guys trying to shoot him. Yeah, I think I covered the whole. Guess I could keep y'all informed of the chronicles of the bird, chronicles of the crackbird. This is our first installation of the Crackbird Chronicles. Boom! It came to me. You just had to give me a minute. I smoke weed. I'm old. Crackbird Chronicles. I might have to start a whole series. This is episode 1. I'm telling y'all, listen, I'm whispering because the bitch might hear me. I'm going to have my son take a picture of this hole. I don't want to disrespect her, and I'm going to block her face out. But I'm going to have my son capture. You know, I got some pictures in my phone of the actual property that I sent to the owners. Maybe I'll put some on my community wall. Crackhead Chronicles. The Chronicles of the Crackbird. Crackbird Chronicles. I like that. It might go down. I'm so happy that the 3 or 4 of y'all came to hang out with me today. It's so I get anxiety before I go live every single time. Even still, after all these years, even though I don't go live often, I do go live from time to time. I get my palms get sweaty. I gotta pee. Listen, every single time you can go back in my history of my live streams. Well, I privated quite a bit of them, but I have to pee before each and every one. I gotta pee. My whole body's like, "You're gonna do what? You're going live?" Ah! I start my palms sweaty. I got to pee pee. I got to. My mind is like, "What? You shouldn't do it. Don't do it." I tell myself, "Don't do it. Don't do it," but I do it anyway. I go pee first, obviously, because you all need to hear all that. But just know, I freak out every single time. I don't know why. It's still a thing. My son was like, "Stage fright is normal." I don't think that's what this is because I'm not on a stage. And honestly, if I don't look down right now at the chat, it's just me in my room talking to my fucking TV or talking to the wall. What am I afraid of? What am I afraid of? Hey, Legend, how you doing? I was talking about the elusive crack bird. You might have some. You live in Philly. I don't know about what if you live in a nice neighborhood. I don't. I live in the middle of the fuck shit, the heart of it. Got a crack bird living out back. I talked all about it. Legend, if you hear this in the middle of the night, you too may have a crack bird living in a tree in your backyard. That is the sound of a crack bird. I'm just saying, you never know. Keep your ear out. Man, I don't know if she's still there in the winter and she like makes a legit like tree house. I might have to wait till she's off tricking one day and get somebody to take a chainsaw to that shit. Like I ain't even fucking playing. Like you can't just live in my backyard, man. I put a fence up so I don't got to look at you. I put a fence up so you can have your privacy, I can have mine. And now you're just hovering over my yard in a fucking tree. No, man. Oh, this is be my jam. Oh. That was all I was talking about, Legend. That's what I said. You had a pit bull who was on crack and wine. Oh no. I was gonna say I need to get a dog. There's a big ass dog. I would have to do something about my front fence though, because the gate isn't so. It's kind of flimsy. And if he's angry, he'll get right out. So I have to fortify that front fence. But that shit might go down, man. No one. You know what? Never. I don't even know because the bitch might fuck around and feed my dog, and now the fucking dog is cool with the crack bird. The animals link up. You know, the bird might befriend my dog, and then the fucking dog will fuck around and be living over there in her lot. Never mind. Oh, Jesus Christ. Back it up. This used to be my shit. Go on, little Sierra. Ah. Crack and wine. Legend, did you give that dog crack and wine? Legend. Legend. You gave your dog crack? God damn it, Legend. You know, does me and mines know this information? I'm gonna have to tell her. I got a question. I got questions. I got questions. Okay, Legend, if you say so. If you say so. He said, not me. My ex-husband, we had when we were together, I don't want to say we. Well, I lived there, but I had no control over it. This was all his motherfucking ass. He had the mindset of fighting pit bulls. So at one point we had a kennel, a legal kennel. We went and got a license. We couldn't get anybody to insure our shit though because it was all pit bulls. But We had like, oh God, at one point, the most we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 outside, and my 2 lived in the house, and then there was one in the basement who just had like 5 puppies. So that was the most we had all at one time. But I don't know, man, if I want to do that again, the pit bull thing. But he had one that he would feed it gunpowder and raw hamburger. He would mix gunpowder up with raw hamburger. And I'm like, why are you're not, I don't know if his science ever worked or not. The dog liked me. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, gunpowder and fucking hamburger meat. He had another dog where he wouldn't feed a dog food because he liked her more than the rest, I guess. She got hamburger, peas, and rice. That was what he would cook it up and give it to her. That was his shit. But yeah, the gunpowder and the hamburger meat was weird. Yeah, gunpowder. Yeah. Mixed up with raw hamburger. Just a psycho. A real psycho. He had my one dog who was my favorite dog. His name was Chaos. I miss you, Chaos. He was my favorite dog. RP. When he was little, we got him. He was the runt of the litter. He wanted the runt for some reason. I guess he likes a challenge. He's a fucking. Anyway. And he would put weights around his neck. He was a little puppy with weights around his neck. And then the older he got, the more heavy the weights got. And at one point, he just put, the legit weights that you would put on a weight bench and lift, a man would lift, the circular thing. He just had it hooked on a fucking thing. Needless to say, the dog had a strong neck. A strong neck. He was so non-vicious, though. He was a lover, man. That was my boy. He was a lover, man. You know what, Legend? I don't know if it made that dog meaner or not. I know that there was a dog that wasn't fed gunpowder at all and was extremely vicious. He was extremely mean, and he just ate regular old dog food. So I don't know. The dog that he did give the gunpowder to was mean, but I think he was mean before the gunpowder. Like, I think he was just already mean. I don't know. But I don't like scientific experiments with living things. Maybe a plant. Like, I might make some plants fuck each other. That's about it, though. Like, I don't want to. That's mean. That's cruel to me. Just feed the dog food or food. Like, what the fuck? Like, why don't, if that's the case, why don't you feed your child gunpowder? You got a little son, you want to make him tough and rough. Give him some gunpowder. Like, what? That's stupid. We're not supposed to eat gunpowder. Nobody, not even your dog. It's been an hour and 2 minutes, Legend. I've been up here for an hour and 2 minutes. I can't believe it. Talking about the crack bird and her natural habitat, which is apparently my backyard. Jesus. I'm telling you, I'm going to stick a picture of this bitch. I'm telling you, Legend, I'm going to stick a picture of her. I don't know if I can, though, because I swear she could be passed out. Like, I don't know. But as soon as she hears my back door open, she's up. Talking to whoever comes or goes. The day my son was back there looking for it, somebody lost a cell phone in my backyard, Legend. I don't think you were here for that part. But my son was back there looking for it, and she was in the tree over the fence talking about something. And he was like, Mom, I don't know what the fuck she was talking about. I have no clue what that lady wanted. None. So I don't know what her deal is. But I think she's here to stay, Legend. Can't get rid of her. Full-blown Karen mode on this hoe. Called all the numbers, called all the departments, called all the people. Even the landowner. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. But she did hibernate last winter, so maybe she'll do it again this winter. It could be a fluke. She could have went to jail last winter. She could have been in rehab. So anything could have happened which would have led to her not being here last winter. I don't know. I'm hoping that they hibernate. That's all I'm saying. I do hope they hibernate. Jeez. It's a crack bird, Legend. She has taken over the empty lot behind my house. Put up a tent. She has a blue kiddie pool She got a dining room table today. She put a mailbox at the end of the fucking shit like she lives there, and she puts the trash on the curb. Not to mention she wrapped a hose around the fire hydrant. Not sure if she can hook it up or what. But yeah, she has left the ground level. We put up a goddamn 6-foot wooden fence, so I wouldn't have to look at that. She was like, I see your 6-foot wooden fence, and I raised you a tree house. So now the bitch is living in a tree, which is a wooden platform, and her in a tree that hovers over my fence. So she's essentially in my yard, just sleeping in a fucking tree. And she sounds like this. That's how the fuck she sounds when she's talking to you. Right? I need a couple $50 a week or something. But like I said, last year, she's been here. It started last summer. And in the winter, she disappeared. And then she reappeared in the spring. Like a hibernating crack bird, you know. I'm telling you, Legend, I was just saying Crackbird Chronicles. I'm going to have to do installments. Keep y'all up to date. You know what? I wanted to say this to you, Legend. I never had a chance, though, because I never know when to chime in and whatnot. When y'all had that issue with the garbage, I think that you are a fucking genius, sir. You, sir, are a hustler. That just by, I don't know you, I never met you. I listen to you talk sometimes. Sometimes you're talking about people I don't know who the fuck you're talking about, but I listen, I support. But when I heard you say that shit about that trash and what you did, or when that shit happened, I was like, oh, okay. I know you. I know you. I know you. I know you. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, I know you, Legend. I don't know you, but I know you. You know what I mean? I know you. Yeah, I know you. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here. I mean, I don't have to, but I want to. I'm scared. I want to run right now. I wanted to run about half an hour ago, but I don't want. I wanted to put the hour in, man. I need some watch minutes if I'm ever gonna. I don't know if I'm ever gonna. You know, it's been a real slow crawl over here, but it's my own fault. I don't promote myself. I don't go live enough. It's my own fault. But I really do prefer the TikTok, man. And I got to tell you, these YouTube people, I watch all kinds of shit from big ass creators like Mr. Beast, all the way down to the smallest content creator where I'm the only person in the fucking chat. Like I watch all kinds of shit. I watch educational shit. I watch the news. I watch fuck shit. I watch shit that's gonna teach me something. I watch music videos. I watch cop cams. Like I watch all kinds of shit. I have unsubscribed to so many fucking people because I am so sick of YouTube. Like people that I used to like, I find myself really disliking them. I just don't like you anymore. And for a while there, I just stopped going to their channels or just like turn their bell off, turn their notification bell off. So I don't know when you're, uploading or going live. I don't fucking know what you're doing. But then, you're still kind of in my algorithm. So I just unsubscribed to so many people because I'm just so bored to death with your content. All of you have, not all of you, but all the ones that I've unsubscribed to have no content. Their content is other people's content. They only talk about what other people are doing. They only talk about some other person's live stream or some shit that happened on somebody else's live stream. They have no content, and I don't like it, and I'm out. It's not entertaining to me. Like there are people that I used to really like, and I thought they were funny or smart or whatever for whatever reason, but they turn out to be hypocrites or they're full of fucking shit or just ain't talking about nothing. It just ain't. It isn't a good time anymore. It used to be a good time here on your channel. Or I used to be a good vibe. It just isn't anymore. You're fucking boring. I'm out. I'll go watch Cop Cam. That's how I feel about that. All right, I got to get out of here. I did a good hour. I'm very proud of myself. Yeah, Crackbird Chronicles, I guess. Apparently, Until next time, peace.